Late night drives and hot French fries, and friends around the country, from Charlottesville to good old Santa Fe. That song is on our record called All Your Favorite Bands. It's the title track. I had that chorus for a long time, but it was actually the last song that got completed for the record. I was just sort of sitting on it thinking that we were done and we weren't going to write anymore, and then I remember playing it for Griffin, and he was like, actually, you should write this song. You should write the verses to it and finish this up. So we finished it, and then we went into the studio, and whereas all the other ones had been played on the road for a couple shows here and there and a little more fleshed out as arrangements, that song was so brand new that we had no idea who we were going to play it. So we spent a good day and a half, it felt like, trying to figure out exactly what the feel would be. There were some versions where we're all playing the whole time. There were some versions that were even mellower than the way it ended up on the record. Dave Rawlings was our producer, and we actually even did one version where it was me and Dave Rawlings and Gillian Welch all singing it around a mic, thinking maybe this is it. That's kind of the only song that went through a lot of different variations to figure out how it was going to be played. Which was a really fun process. Life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. It's funny because this took a long time with the arranging, but when it came to the writing, it was actually really easy. Like, I don't even really remember writing the chorus, or particularly the line, "May all your favorite bands stay together." Like, I get asked about in interviews where did that line come from? And I'm like, I don't know really. I remember liking it. I don't remember thinking of it though. But I mean, it's a sentiment that I feel like more speaks to what the bands mean to us rather than them simply staying together. I mean, obviously that would be cool, but like I've had people tell me like where they were and what they were doing when they heard REM broke up, and they'll get tears in their eyes. And it goes far beyond like I'll never hear those songs live. I don't even think they even think about that. I think it is more of this deeper level of thinking a chapter of my life is now closed because something that represented it, this band, is now not doing it anymore. So it's like a part of you died. And so I guess that's what it's more speaking to. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever.
I mean, everybody's always saying like the sibling harmonies is a thing, and I feel like that's because we speak with the same rhythm. I mean, it's this, we have the same phrasing, so I know how he's going to sing something and vice versa. It's very easy to follow. It's almost like this sixth sense of knowing how he's going to phrase a line.
And it's cool that it never occurred to us. Like when people would say like, wow, you guys know how to just not cross over each other and harmonize, and it's like, oh yeah, I guess we do. Like we just thought that that's what you do.
I think that pertains to playing too. I mean, also that goes for Wiley, Lee, people that you play with for extended amount of time. You just learn their moves, you know, and when to back off, and it's not necessarily cognizant, but it's happening.
I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother... Yeah, it's 0018. I've only had it a few months. I got it in... we went to the Martin factory together.
December.
So I've had it since December. It was really cool. I got to shake hands with the guy that finished it. For me, it was this big deal. For him, it was just another guitar. So I was like, man, thank you so much. He's like, cool, man, enjoy it.
Half of the album, I think, has A-Stone on it. And so once we finished it, it just made sense to try and find one for ourselves because we used it so much on the record as an alternative to a traditional Hammond B3, which we barely used at all.
The thing that's so surprising is that, yes, it's a student model, but it's so dynamic. Like, we would use it for these very tender moments, and it could also be this very bombastic, wild-sounding thing as well.
I had been looking on eBay for, like, weeks, and then I searched on Reverb and, like, found it immediately.
It's got some pedals on Reverb, too.
I think some people pick up their phone and they'll immediately go to Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or something. I think Dawes just picks up their phone and goes to Reverb. And
Trick is finding what's going to be, like, you know, the paradigm in 15 years for vintage stuff. Like now, if it's a Camco drum kit, I feel like CNC will be there in 20, 30 years from now. It'll be like the sought-after kit.
Every record that we've made, we feel like we've taken a step closer towards a singular identity. We've typically just kind of moved away from it right away. I feel like with the last record that we made, All Your Favorite Bands, where we did it all to like 16 tracks, all to tape, all live. I sang the songs with the band. I played guitar solos between the verses or whatever. To me, it sounds very much like us. It sounds like the way we play, the way we write. It made me excited because I was like, it's getting to a place where you can't mistake it for something else. Late night drives and hot French fries and friends around the country, from Charlottesville to good old Santa Fe. When I think of you, you still got on that hat that says let's party. I hope that thing is never thrown away. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. Now I'm just waking up and I'm not thinking clearly, so don't quote me. With one eye open, I'm writing you this song. Ain't it funny how some people pop into your head so easily? Well, I haven't seen you in there for so long. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. You thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together. And may all your favorite bands stay together.